Okay, so today we're going to talk about value still, and we're going to study stippling. Stippling is creating value using dots. You can also do tiny little V's, and I'll show you how to do that. So basically, I've set up my paper already, just like we've been doing on all of the previous videos, except this time I made my value scale double the size so that I can do dots in one section and V's in the other. Okay, so we're going to start with the value scale. I'm going to do the little V's in the top section and the dots in the bottom section. To get started, I'm going to use my ebony pencil. I'm going to get it nice and sharp. And I'm going to do little dots and little V's. So remember, black is our darkest one. It's at the very edge. So I'm going to do V's on the top. Here we go. So basically, it's just like making tiny little check marks. And you're going to fill the entire space in. You're going to want to do little, you're going to want to use a dark pencil for this because it'll just be a lot easier to do. It is going to take you a while to fill the whole thing in. Take your time, make sure you're not just scribbling it in. Actually draw the little individual shapes. It's okay if they cross one another, it's okay if they overlap, because you can see this isn't quite black yet. I'm going to have to go back and add more to it. This is another really cool way to make texture. This would look great as if you were trying to texture like an orange skin. You know how orange skin has that like dimply look to it? This would be a really good texture for you to do in the shadows of orange skin.
Those are V's, right?
Yeah, those are V's. They don't look like V's on your screen, but they do look like V's over here. Now, by the time I make enough of them to make it black, it won't look like V's, but they are individual shapes, and I am drawing them individually. Alright, so this would be not quite black. I'd want to go fill them in some more. I can do that real fast. Okay, so in the next one, you would do the same thing, except you're going to do them further apart. And don't press as hard because you're trying to make a lighter shade. I find it's a lot easier to make a lighter shade with this technique than it is to make a darker one, but it does really create an interesting texture that you really can't create using hatching, cross-hatching, or blending. So it's definitely a technique worth learning. Alright, so this would be our next shade. I think I'm going to switch pencils for the next one and use a lighter pencil, because I kind of want a mid-tone here. They're going to be further apart. I'm not going to press as hard. Okay, on your screen you really can't tell the difference, so that means I need to go and make this one a little bit darker. Okay, I'm going to add more to that when I'm finished. And the last one, you want to press really light. You won't do as many of them. And you want it to have sort of a random feel. You don't want to just be making like lines of V's, because if you make lines, it's just going to look strange. So it should feel random. Okay. So you can see each one gets progressively darker than the previous. This one I should probably go and add a few more in using my darker pencil just because those are kind of close together. And you don't have to stick with the same pencil in each section. Like if I wanted to, I could go in and use the lighter pencil to add some V's into this section, and it would make it a little bit darker without making it anywhere near as dark as the black. Okay, now traditional stippling is done with little tiny dots, which are a little easier to do than the V's. Just take your pencil and make dots. You can do that where you make little dashes, kind of like what I'm doing, little itty bitty dashes, or you can actually do dots just with the tip of your pencil. Okay, and it's the same technique. You'll do that for the entire black section, the next section, all the way down until you finish it. I'm actually not going to show you the entire technique of me doing this because it takes a long time, and it really is as simple as taking your pencil and making tiny dots. Alright, so in the next video when I start showing you how to do the sphere using stippling, I will have this completely done, and this piece of it looks bad, so I'm going to erase that and just do the tiny dots here because that doesn't look nice. Alright, so in your next video, you're going to see this entire section here filled with just tiny dots used for stippling, and then we'll start on the sphere together.